for Thursday, December 4th. We'll call the meeting to order at 6:32. If you'd all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You jammed that in my stomach.
Sorry.
Okay, with that, I would need any additions or deletions to tonight's agenda. If not, I would need a motion to approve it as submitted.
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes from the October 2nd, 2025 meeting. Madam Secretary Kearney submitted some amazing minutes after Marissa took them, right, Marissa? Mm-hmm. Thank you. With that, I need a motion to accept the minutes as submitted.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we have a presentation tonight. We have the Kiwanis. Someone's going to speak about the future of the playscape. Which one? Karen? Rain? If you would state your name and your street, and we're good to go.
Hello, can everyone hear me okay?
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Karen Cozy. I live at 8135 Ferry Road. So I'm here representing the Kiwanis Club of Groseal. For those who are not familiar with Kiwanis, we're a global organization where we focus on serving children in our communities through service projects, such as Read Around the World in the elementary school level. We have the Island Cleanup Project every year, and then we also have our U.S. flag program. So these are things that are visible to all of our community members of all ages. The Kiwanis was founded in 1915 in Detroit, and now it's a global organization in over 80 countries. Our chapter here on Groseal was established in 1962, and many of you may be familiar with the Builders Club in middle school and Key Club in high school. So those are two programs where the students get to experience leadership and community engagement. So the reason I'm here is to talk about the piece of property that was recently purchased on Macomb Street with the intent that it is going to be used for a future playscape or a community park. So when the previous playscape was built in the 1990s, Kiwanis was a key partner in coordinating community involvement. There was fundraising from individuals, businesses, and various organizations across the island. And what they did at that time was they called it a community build. So it was a strategy where everyone came together of all ages so that it felt like it was our playscape, our community's playscape. And even today I bump into people and they talk about that with a sense of pride. So that's something that really resonated with me as we started this process of considering who we might use for a future playscape on Groseal. So when the playscape was torn down last year, the Kiwanis, we meet every week in the same building, and we started talking about what can we do proactively to help the township get ready for when a piece of property is purchased, to help streamline the process. And I had my career was in supply chain management, so this was a process I was familiar with. So I recommended that we go out for a request for information to gather information from all the national firms of playscape manufacturers and determine who might be interested in working on Groseal. So I provided them with an oversight of Groseal, the fact, uniqueness that we're an island, our amazing history, the fact that we have so much nature, so that they would be able to design or think of a design of a playscape for us that would be fitting for our community. At that time, I just gave an estimated size of piece of property because we didn't have a piece of property at that time, so it was just an approximation. So we had specific questions that were asked, so we have information the same from each company regarding their safety, design, budget, including any ideas for fundraising and grant writing, installation services, Michigan presence, very important, because if you have a company who's never installed in this type of weather, we want to make sure that their playscape equipment stays up to time. and plus just general information. So we didn't request pricing, again, because it's a request for information. This is part of the standard supply chain management practices where when you're going out like a wide field to find out who may be interested in this particular project. With the thought that once the township was actually ready to start the process, then you would be issuing the request for proposal. So we invited 10 different manufacturers to participate. 5 submitted responses to our questions, and they included playscape designs and current installations in Michigan for our reference. So those of us in the Kiwanis have gone out to several of these locations just to see what resonates with us. What do we like? What are the kids playing with? Which playscapes are there no children playing on? And then we actually asked I asked the parents, told them what I was doing, because they could see with my pad of paper and my pencil. I'm saying, what are your kids like? What are the age of your children? Told them what we were doing, doing research. Let's see here.
And what did they play with? What do they like?
Well, they, depending on the age of the child, but they like a lot of the climbing, the bridges, what do you call it when you're climbing up with your hands? The rock wall, those types of things. And the ages are generally 5 to 12 is the key area for a playscape. But they did say it would be very wise to incorporate for younger children, some features.
The lady behind you shaking her head, she's got a couple of them, little
Okay,
ones, yeah.
So again, this is what we're hoping just to help streamline the process when we gather this information, just to be helpful. Not that we're trying to lead it, but we do certainly want to support where you could use us. So I did bring for everyone just the summary sheets of what was gathered. So we have, Zaid has this package already, but I still ran another one for you. So this is the summary without all the photographs, and because it was about 100 pages in total. So I just provided to you a summary of what was included, the letter that was sent out to all the suppliers talking about Groseal and our unique features of living here. And then I created an Excel spreadsheet listing the 10 contractors who were invited to participate, where their headquarters is located, the year they were established, their website, and then where they have any installations already nearby so that we can go check them out. And then I also included, because again, I mentioned earlier about having a standardized questionnaire, so we have consistent information from each contractor, each supplier's response. So that way, after tonight, you'll have a chance to look through it and start gathering your own thoughts or questions that you may have. And at that point, whether you want the Kiwanis still involved, that's fine, we'd be glad to, or if it's just the township's going to lead it from that point forward, completely understand. But we really gathered a lot of terrific information. So I had a few things that I'm hoping you'd be willing to do, which of course is to look at the information we've gathered so far, look at the websites of these companies who have expressed an interest in working with us on Groseal, because the breadth of experience and capabilities is amazing. Some of these are the oldest and largest playscape manufacturers in the country. So this isn't a mom and pop. These are large manufacturers. They may not necessarily be headquartered in Michigan, but they have installers who are located in Michigan. Perhaps there could be a subcommittee, in which case the Kiwanis and other community members can participate so they can help with the planning. Several of the contractors suggested that getting, especially the youth involved and adults, with ideas of design and asking them, what do you think we should name this playscape, or what would you like to see? So that again, it feels like it's a community project. Conduct benchmarking by visiting the playscapes referenced in each company's response. The other thing I think would be nice is if we brand it not as the playscape, but as a community gathering place. I was recently somewhere where they had a park, a community park, where they, in addition to having activities for children, they had a lot of benches so that people would be meeting for a cup of coffee under the trees, be reading a book. They had exercise equipment, some freestanding exercise equipment that people could use. And I thought that's an interesting take, so that it's available to everyone. That here in our community. I also, wearing my Historical Society hat, I'd like to have some educational signage or activities so that people learn about the history of Groseal and what a beautiful place this is to live. And again, if we could consider the community build concept, all of the contractors who are interested in working with us have done community build, and they also have stated that it does bring together the community to create a project like this instead of, it'd be easy, well, relatively easy, just to say, okay, here's a check, can you have it done in 2 weeks? You could do that, but then our community is not going to feel the ownership that we did the last go around. So I know I covered a lot in a short amount of time. Does anyone have any questions?
I'm going to tell you exactly where we're at with that property right now because we're in the final stretch. And we are in the process. We've been working on this, I say we, as over 5 years now with our past director, Kim O'Farrell. We'd started that, and that was part of getting rid of that other playground that was not in a good location anymore, and everything nowadays is ADA compliant, and that's all going to be taken into consideration. I know these things are a couple $100,000 just to get going and that, and we definitely want to be doing fundraising in all aspects throughout the community, and we were generous donors to the one in the 90s that you talked about, and we are having the ground tested right now to make sure there's nothing that's going to hurt the kiddies. Is that the right term?
Environmental testing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then once that's done, and I was told it should be done before the holidays, and that's what, 22 days away, that, not by you, I'm just looking at you. Somebody downstairs told me that. And then we should be good to go to put up a banner to say future home of the playground, the new playground. And we've had our eye on that property. I know Jameson's busted his butt to try to secure that property, and there are a lot of different working pieces to this, and we're excited to move forward, and so thank you. Anybody got questions for Corrine?
I would just add that I think what you said about it being a community gathering place is really at least what the intention has been so far, right? And I've got this silly hat on, I guess. So it's across the street from Lions Park, and that's intentional, right? And Lions Park is going to have the benches and whatnot, and it's already got the circle pavement input there. And then the playground and hopefully parking, as well as some open, I got to be careful about saying open space since it's a specific doctrinal meaning here in Groseal, as well as some lawn.
There you go.
Some lawn. So I think you're spot on. It sounds like Kiwanis understands the intent, and I think we understand what you guys intend. So I think we're all pulling in the same direction.
Good. Well, I really appreciate getting the opportunity just to tell you what we've done so far. And again, I'll leave copies of everything so you can.
You're not leaving yet. I want to ask you about something. You hit us up about the anniversary next July, which is 7 months out.
Yes.
We should have started on that months ago. I mean, this is.
I agree with you. Yep.
The DDA had brought that up last week at their meeting, and if you want to get going on that.
I do. And so what we're talking about, of course, is July 6, 2026 is the 250th celebration of Groseal. And I'm the president of the Historical Society, and so, of course, there are certain things that we would love to be able to do in our community, and we've got a few things going already, but also just to draw in the various organizations and do fun things. You know, when we had the event at Centennial Farm a couple of years ago with the Garden Club, and they had a pie eating contest and a three-legged race, they don't have to be big, expensive activities, but be fun activities.
Your spreadsheet had fireworks on it and all that. Those aren't cheap.
Okay, well, all right.
Can we blow up an old wooden ship or something?
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Well, back in 1976, they had canoe races. Kayaks weren't really popular at that time. So we had a canoe race
cool
down
idea.
the thoroughfare canal. And so then the participants all received a miniature paddle. I know because we have my dad's. So, you know, there are things like that that really could be a fun activity. And let's say the Groseal Nature Land Conservancy does one, the Historical Society, the Garden Club, there's all kinds of organizations across our community who'd be glad to say, you know, I'll sponsor that, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it has to be a huge other than the fireworks. I don't think it has to be a huge expense to the township.
But the spreadsheet you submitted, because Wendy and Marissa said they're more than willing to get on that and help with
Oh, that's
this,
great.
so.
Absolutely.
Good.
So
I'm already gathering ideas. I've got some cool ideas that have come out from people.
in order to reach across all these disparate sections of township effort and then the various communities, it might actually be in our interest to make a temporary committee to plot and plan
Sorry.
this. I mean, otherwise it's going to be wreck, right? So, I mean,
That's why I brought it up, while we got her up here, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that.
Yeah.
Maybe get. I mean, you can share that one too, for all I care. But
And you can be the liaison for the township?
maybe.
Maybe,
I'll be
yeah.
working with
Okay.
Gary to do a scavenger hunt. That's all I know.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Well, we already
We'll talk soon.
contacted Burton Library, for example, to get the original treaty to come to Groseal. And so
Oh,
have
that's
that on
cool.
display. So, and we did that back in 1976 as well. So those types of things that, just to help people learn and understand the amazing history of our beautiful community.
and then, well, yeah, one more thing. I don't mean to keep throwing it around here, but I was going to reach out to Tony Kay. For Island Fest, we want someone to do historical tours on Saturday. We're going to give you 2 time slots. Wendy's going to secure a bus for us. You did it a couple of years ago. So let's think about that, too.
Okay.
So it'll be Saturday, May 30th.
Sounds like
Okay.
it.
All right?
Perfect.
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you. That's an incredible amount of work that you put in there, and it's like doing all that legwork. And I love data and information, so I appreciate that. It looks like it was very time intensive and very thorough. So
Well, thank you for that.
Any more questions?
I just, on behalf of Kiwanis, thank you for doing all that work for us. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I was going to say Kiwanis is an amazing organization.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We certainly are. That's where we have our fans back here.
Your checks are in the mail. Oh, not yet. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you. Anybody else with presentation? You want to bring up? No? All right.
If you guys want to go to your meeting, you guys can. You don't have to
He's
stay.
your bossy.
Their meeting's in 10 minutes downstairs.
All right. Okay. Okay, thank you. Any public comment? KT, I'm going to call you up here because I know you submitted to be on the rec commission. Just come up, tell us your name, your address, and a little bit about yourself. Didn't know you were going to do this, did you? All right, get the microphone right there. You're good.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Katie Howarth. I live on Elba 28041. We moved there about 4 years ago with me and my husband. I have 2 young children, 4 and 2, and another one on the way. So we are definitely excited to put down roots here in the area. Zoe's going to be, she's my oldest, going to be going to kindergarten next year. So we're starting them young to push them through the system and really get kind of implanted here. I am actually going to start a new job on Monday in sales. So I've been in sales for most of my career. My husband's in project management, and he's from downriver. I'm from up north, but we're both Michiganders originally, and excited to be here and live in the community.
Thanks for coming up. You guys got any questions you want to ask or anything? You good? All right. Thanks, KT. All right. Action items. Oh, wait. Oh, public comment. Anybody else public comment? No?
We lost our public.
Are they with the, oh, yeah, all right. There we go. All right.
Same one, same one.
Action items number 1, vote and approve to apply for our May 29, 30, 31, 2026 Island Fest liquor license. I'm going to do a roll on this. It's so we can get the liquor for 3 days. Keith,
This second.
do we have to make a motion?
sorry.
Yeah.
second.
Second.
Thanks, Jameson. Now I can do the vote.
Yep.
All right. Keith,
I jumped the gun. Sorry. Aye.
Marissa,
Aye.
Stacy,
Aye.
aye from me, Wendy,
Aye.
Tawana,
Aye.
Jameson.
Aye.
All right, we're good. Our second action item is vote and approve to apply for a liquor license for an event that will be held at 9645 Grow Road in February of 2026. This is also going to be a fundraiser for the playground, and it includes bingo, and we can discuss more about it later, but that addresses the pilot house, so
I'll make a motion to approve.
so
Second.
thank you. We'll do a roll on this. Keith?
Aye.
Marissa?
Aye.
Stacy?
Aye.
Aye from me, Wendy. Tawana?
Aye.
And Jameson.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Discussion items, discuss about the RFP for the former Tipsy Fish location. We pretty much covered that in our study session, but any other input about that from any of you? Or can we move on with that?
Yep.
We good?
Do it.
Good, Zaid?
Yes.
All righty. All right, my report. Am I doing, yeah, I want to make, because I don't usually skip Jameson, I want to do that. Okay, Friday, the 12th. I don't have a flyer for Ugly Sweater Dance.
I got one.
You got one? All right. Recreation Department has a lot of events coming up in December. So Friday, December 12th is the Ugly Sweater Dance. This will be held at Centennial Farm. It's $10 per child. It's open to K through fifth graders, right, Wendy?
Yep.
Which is all elementary schools. We've got like 80 some registered already. Wear your best ugly sweater. There'll be prize baskets, right?
Yes.
DJ food and prizes. All right. Breakfast with Santa is going to be Saturday the 13th. Breakfast with Santa and the Elf Workshop. The breakfast is $10. If you want to do the breakfast and the Elf Workshop, it's $20 for both. That starts at 10 a.m. That's Saturday the 13th, also at Centennial Farms. Don't forget Wednesday, the 17th is our senior luncheon. It starts at noon with bingo. This is a free event, but you should register at grosealrecreation.org or call 734-675-2364. It's lunch. I got the number right, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lunch bingo, prizes, and at Centennial Farm. Santa's mailbox. Starting tomorrow is Island Glow, and that is, I'll touch more on that, but Santa's mailbox will arrive there, and you can put your letters in there, and they will be answered through the 19th, all right? You don't need to put any postage, but put your name, your address, and put in an envelope, and the wish list. Is that what you call them, wish list, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Santa. The fat guy in red with the beard.
And please make sure the addresses are legible.
And make sure they're
Yes.
legible, yes.
Yeah.
And don't put any sketchy stuff in that mailbox. every day I empty it.
Yeah.
Friday, December 5th, tomorrow, Macomb Commons, Groseal High School Jazz Band, 5:45 to 6:30. Then the Mini Magicals from 6:40 to 7:10. Then Santa Claus arrives by fire truck at 7:10, and we will lead with the marching band up Macomb Street to Lions Park with the tree lighting commencing there, followed by Christmas carols and the high school magicals. Also, help me out here, Wendy, the Santa Claus. Oh, yeah, go ahead, VFW.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Santa will, after the tree lighting, Santa will head down to the VFW, and there will be the opportunity to take pictures with Santa, tell him what you want for Christmas, and it is a fundraiser for the class of 2029. So just donations for them.
Good,
And then we have vendors in there as well.
yes.
So there's a bunch of different vendors that will be in there. So please, I know it's going to be cold, but come down and support Santa as well as our vendors.
Yeah, just dress warm, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm your MC host that night, too, tomorrow night.
And we also have quite a few businesses that are participating too. You know, Groseal Pet and Garden, Vintage Market.
Island Vintage.
I'm sorry, I always want to call it Vintage Market. I'm so sorry. I know, I'm sorry. It's because of Vintage
Literary
Market.
Hideaway.
Vintage Market here. Yes.
Osprey.
Well,
Then we have some food trucks. We have at the Pet and Garden, there's going to be a waffle truck.
Mm-hmm.
At the Hummingbird Cafe, there's going to be a Cinnabon truck
Carmelo's will be down at the GI with their trailer.
and warm donuts there for purchase.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yes.
Are we going to get scolded from anybody?
I don't know. Did we cover everybody? I think so.
All right.
I think so. If
right.
not, the flyers are on Groseal now and everywhere else.
We want to talk about the pool house renovations too. Are you going to touch on that, Zay, during your report? Okay. And then Island Fest, I know that all you commissioners got a manila envelope. There are 2 exhibitor forms and 2 sponsor forms in there. If anybody needs a parade application, just reach out. I'd be more than happy to do it. Everything up is at grosealislandfest.com. Even the Sign Up Genius, you can go on there and sign up if you want to sell beverage tokens or or work the information booth. We can use that. I know Stacy's going to be working with the exhibitors. Marissa's going to be doing with the parade. We are looking for commissioners to just help at all areas there. So, and that does it for my report. All right, director's report. Zaid.
Yeah, so I wanted to just touch on a couple things. Obviously, I'm sure everyone's aware that the Tipsy Fish has ceased operations. So we will be looking at options for tenants and various options for the restaurant. And I just wanted to say that, you know, we're actively working on it, and we are looking to bring someone in there to start up in there, you know, in whatever capacity it is before or at the time of our golf course opening. That's pretty imperative to us. So March would be the ideal time for that to happen. And then as far as the pool house goes, you know, obviously we received a grant from Wayne County to renovate our pool house to make it more ADA compliant, and it's basically a complete renovation of the pool house. From the roof all the way to the flooring, everything inside of it. So I just wanted to give a little update. They did start the work on the pool house. We have a brand new roof on the pool house, and they just did a complete gutting of the plumbing and the interior of the actual pool house, and they're going to be starting painting soon. And then I believe that there's going to be a little bit of break for the holidays, and then they're going to start up in January. So the estimated time for the finish should be around late April to mid-May, hopefully, you know, if everything goes well. But yeah, I mean, it's a complete renovation. It's definitely something that's needed, and it's gonna look really, really good, much needed. So very excited about that. So
Gotta be cold out there working on that too.
they wanted to work at that time,
We were out
so
there the other day, and it was cold.
Zaid and I are on a Zoom, well, you're pretty much on it now, every other Wednesday, and they give you an update of the weather and the wind and all that kind of stuff, and what time they arrived there and how many workers are
Oh,
there, and there's
geez.
you know about that.
Study.
And the, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's pretty impressive, so.
Is this Wayne County? Or is it a subcontractor?
so it's a subcontractor, and
Like, wait a minute now.
They're out there at 7:30 in the morning doing all that
yeah,
stuff.
so this specific one to DCR Services, they've worked, they renovated the Melvindale pool, and I'm pretty sure a couple other downriver pools. So they have a lot of experience in this specific field too, as far as construction and renovation goes. So definitely happy with their work so far.
Nice. You good? Township Liaison, Jameson.
Okay, I'm going to talk about some rec adjacent stuff. So, the Bellevue connector is likely to start construction in the spring, maybe late spring. It's been bid out by MDOT now. That'll run from Meridian down Bellevue to about the end of the Golf and Country Club's driveway, kind of poolish area. It'll break off there and turn into the road on Bellevue, and then continue along the road until it gets to the edge of the Water's Edge property, where it will resume to be part of the easement. It'll go north along the Water's Edge property, cross the road, and then go up to the bridge. So that's going to make that area more walkable. I think it's and going to make it more bikeable and give kids more access. So I think it's going to be a good thing for the Water's Edge complex and whatever businesses and township enterprises operate out of there. In addition, there is work happening, or should be happening soon, on the Grow Road and South Point bike trails. They're going to be resurfaced and re-asphalt. They're probably our worst section of trails. And all of this... And like I said, we could, and there'll be crosswalks at the Bellevue Connector too at Water's Edge, but we could direct traffic down to the crosswalk that crosses West River if we wanted to be able to get people out of the marina in a safe way, or we could even put in an additional like activated crosswalk. But anyway, I think all of this is part of, at least my effort over the past 5 years has been trying to bring together the separate sections of Grosse Ile government. And it's been tough to try to create a whole of government effort to make Grosse Ile a little bit more of a modern, walkable recreatable place. And it's sort of a weird place when you start really paying attention to stuff like pedestrian movement and trails and water access and stuff like that, because you've got some very suburban neighborhoods that have no sidewalks, right? Like up on Church Road and the break between Church and Thoroughfare, which doesn't allow people to bike from the Meridian Bike Trail to the school. And then you've got other places that are very, very walkable, and I think all of that plays together in trying to create commerce here in Grosse Ile, right? Attract people from off island to come here and spend their money at Island Thrift Island. Help me out, Wendy.
No,
Island Vintage.
Island Vintage. And other businesses like that, right? Because it's tough to have a business in a place where you only have a maximum of 10,000 customers, especially if you're not selling coffees or burgers, right? How many candles can I buy if there were a candle maker here in Grosse Ile? Not that many. So we need to be able to get people here, and it's going to require all of these separate efforts from DDA and airport and recreation and open spaces and bicycle and pedestrian advisory committee to work together to try to get some kind of total approach to this. So that's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been working on. I've managed to get some things done, like the bike trail, and I know we've got this great park that we're doing. So I think we're moving the needle along, but I kind of wanted to share my thoughts and vision a little bit in hopes that other people might carry the water.
Job.
All right.
Jameson, I have a quick question. Has BPAC talked about any like micro linear parks along the bike path?
We have. Specifically, we've talked about closing Bellevue.
Okay.
Which we haven't referred to as a micro linear park, just a linear park. I don't know what makes it micro, I guess.
It's kind of like what you see on like 9 Mile and Ferndale.
Oh, I know what micro
like the DeQuinder Cut.
Yeah, just like like where it's right just next to the sidewalk, kind of just like pieces of equipment, just not taking up a bunch of space, but kind of just
Yeah, I
along
guess
the
we
line.
really haven't talked about that much. I don't know that would fall into, it might fall into BPAC's sphere of influence, but not within their funding model.
Okay.
Because BPAC funding is limited to maintaining the trail system.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't mean BPAC couldn't make recommendations, and there's other funding sources for stuff like that. I always thought it would be really cool to see like some workout equipment along the trail, right? Like they have over in Elizabeth Park. Mm-hmm. But if I had my way, right, I would want to see a multi-million-dollar investment in a marina. I would want to see built out and rebuilt trails, and I would want to see probably some kind of like waterfront boardwalk with shops, right? And I know that's not everybody's vision of Grosse Ile. That's just what I think. But I think it'd be cool, And it's just a matter of if it's something that the people want, we'll all have to work together to get there. And that's my 2 cents for the evening. Also, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Now put your hat back on.
Yeah.
Thank
My
you.
horns.
Oh, your dear. Oh, dear. All right. Commission member reports. Keith.
Nothing rec related, but Kiwanis flags are down, the banners are down. I collected all the banners from Township today. I'd like to thank the Township for taking those down for us. That was very nice of you, because I hate going up and down that ladder. And that's it. Everybody have a great Christmas.
Thank you. Marissa.
Nothing today, but except encouraging the community to come out to these holiday events and take advantage of these great holiday events that we're putting together. A lot of work goes into them, but it's really nice to see everybody coming together for the holidays as a community. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Thanks. Stacy.
I just wanted to say that there was some information that was brought to me at a luncheon yesterday about possibly hosting a dog show. And so I think we might have that in the works. That I'm really going to push for it because I love dogs so much. And then also I'm going to get with the jazz band and then the band members for Island Fest again to try and see if we can't get the kids interested in coming and playing during the day after the parade. So that's all.
My dog was at daycare today at Island Paradise, shout out, and I got a message this morning that they were doing the best doggy sweater contest or something.
Aw.
I sent her in a red sweater, so I ran home and got her brand new pink one with fur collar and her pink rhinestone collar, because that's what you do when you got two dads. They trick that dog out, you know. She better have won. You know who I'm talking to in there. So. There's cameras behind you. That's why I'm pointing towards you, Kate. Yeah, and I digress.
Yes.
Wendy Kearney.
Oh,
All right, Emma. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to start out with the most important thing, which is that we only have 10 and a half days before we go on break, which is definitely my top priority. But Tuesday the 16th, we have a choir concert at the high school at 6:30, so come and support the choir. Going back to November, since we didn't have a meeting, in November we did a pie fundraiser at the high school for student council, and it went really, really well. Parents bought little mini pies for their students. They could buy them for the teachers, and they just wrote a little note saying why they were thankful and grateful for them. So it was a really nice thing. Talent show for the high school is December 19th, and auditions were actually today after school. So I'm hoping a lot of people went out for it, because that'll be fun to see how talented our students are. Island Glow is tomorrow, and both the band and the choir will be performing. I know she's going to cover on that some more. Winter sports just started, so make sure to go out and be supporting basketball, dance, wrestling, all those. And then break is from December 19th to January 5th, 2 full weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That long?
2
Yeah,
full
2
weeks. So I'm very excited. And then the last thing is just that Spirit Week will be the last week of school with themes to come right before break. So have a very Merry Christmas and a fantastic break.
Back
Enjoy
up.
it.
Were you in that talent contest?
I am not. I am
Why?
not. I just didn't, because I don't know.
Show everybody up, right?
Yeah.
Nah, not a girl.
Plus, she's on student council, and they
Yeah,
usually
I
help
know.
organize all
Right.
that.
Seller, we know.
Listen.
All right. Alex?
Okay, the jazz band will be performing at Island Glow tomorrow night from 5:45 to 6:30 p.m. The marching band will once again lead Santa and the GI community from the Commons down to Macomb to Lions Park for the tree lighting tomorrow night. The jazz band will also be performing at the VFW Hall on Wednesday, December 10th. The high school choir concert coming up on Tuesday, December 16th. The class of 2029 are having a fundraiser tomorrow with Santa. He will be at the VFW Hall after the tree lighting to take pictures and see what everyone wants for Christmas. Here will be freshman students here to use your camera to take family photos of Santa for donation. And only 10 and a half school days left till Christmas break. So excited.
You seem so excited.
Yes.
Now, I know you're in the band. Oh, I'm sorry. You done with your report?
Yeah.
I know you're in the band. What instrument do you play?
I am in the drum line.
Do you put lights on your thing for the parade tomorrow night, Christmas lights?
Yeah, probably.
Come on.
We're ready.
Yeah, I know. Because I like that. I didn't know they put those lights on them, and they
Yeah.
showed up a couple years ago. I'm like, what is all that?
Listen, they don't have to wear their uniforms. They get to have fun.
Oh, nice. All right. Thank you, student liaisons. All right, Madam Kearney.
All right. So tomorrow, actually, we will be setting up Secret Santa shop at Park Lane. I always call it Park Lane. Still, it'll still be Park Lane to me, but at the elementary school. And so next week kicks off our holiday gift shop. PAT does it, and we'll be doing that all week long for the kids. Kids are very, very excited. Parents are very excited, so we're looking forward to a great week. Also, for the elementary kids, they're having a family night next week, Monday, and they're having 10 interactive stations with the Michigan Science Center. There's Discovery Dome, planetarium, games, puzzles, treats, and raffle prizes. So be sure to come out for that. I did want to congratulate Nicole Garza, who's our principal at the elementary school, for winning the Principal of the Year for Wayne County from EMSPA, and I can't remember what that stands for, but yeah, great job for Nicole. And then same way with Michelle Behringer. She is our new principal at the middle school. She was the vice principal for the elementary schools and then interim principal for the middle school for the first few months and is now the permanent principal there. So we're excited for that as well. Basketball and competitive cheer are in full swing at the middle school. As Alex already pointed out, Santa will be at the VFW after the tree lighting tomorrow, which is hosted by the class of 2029. So feel free to come out, get a family photo, make a donation, and then obviously share your wish list for Christmas. We continue to have some really amazing after-school classes. Did you bring any of the flyers by chance?
Yeah, I saw something up there.
Okay.
I'm up there.
Yeah.
There was something when,
I think that's just events flyers.
oh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So anyway, we have still have after school classes. We had 2 start on the beginning of this week, which was December canvas painting and reindeer Christmas class with Miss Morin, and then we had 2 start today, which was K-pop play date with Miss Nemus, and along with Holidays Around the World, which is a cooking class, and that was with Miss Davy and Miss Falzone. The numbers are pretty good. The kids really like these classes. And so I look forward to see what we have to offer the first of the year. Drums Alive continues on Thursdays at the farm, 9:15 in the morning for Golden Beats, and then again at 6 o'clock. The session's actually going to be wrapping up on December 18th, but Zayd and I are working with Yolanda now to secure our next set of dates. So look for that. You can always drop in, $10 drop-ins to check it out, but it is really a lot of fun. She does a great job, and she makes it a lot of fun, even while you sweat. So, and that's all I have.
You said painting reindeer? How do you get them to stand still?
Sorry. I said December canvas painting and deer.
Bump, he'll be back in an hour.
Yes, exactly. But that's it.
Thank you, Wendy. Tawana, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing great. Just want to wish everybody a happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas.
That is a festive sweater. Do you mind modeling that for us? When we all leave, you got to check out the sweater she's got on. It's got glitter all over the belt and stuff. It's very fashionable. So, and thank you for the ones that are texting out there. We're not supposed to text during meetings. It's not nice, but thank you for watching the meeting. Jameson, you got anything?
I don't
No? You gonna have a good holiday?
think so. I think Jade probably got me something really cool.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, dude. All right, with that, I think we're all good. Keith, you good?
See everybody Island Glow.
All right, Marissa,
Happy holidays.
Stacy, Wendy,
Merry Christmas.
Tawana,
I already said it.
Jameson,
Merry Christmas.
Zaid.
Ho, ho, ho.
Good. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're playing. Get us out of here.
Oh, yeah, we got to go.
Emma,
Merry Christmas.
Alex,
Merry Christmas.
thank you. Everybody have a good holiday. We'll see you back here January, Wednesday.
28th.
Wednesday, January 28th is our next meeting. With that, I need a motion to adjourn at
I'll make a motion to
7:14.
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Have a good holiday.